In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the second issue of REMAINZ, and that's coming up right now.
Check this.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Brad. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the second issue of REMAINZ, which is titled Ambushed, and this was made in April 2016. So you guys obviously saw the first video. If you haven't seen the first video, you can check that out. There'll be some like a link in the tags up here. And other than that, let's begin. But just before we begin anyway, let's see if we can hit 10 likes on this video like we did in the last one. And if you're new here and you would like to see more videos from me, like more videos on REMAINZ and art, stuff like that, you can subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. So let's begin anyway. So this is the cover for the second issue, which was done it was kind of done like a week after I finished the first one. And what I did was I sketched it out and did like half the colors and stuff, but I never really like got around to like coloring it and stuff, like a few months. So it was late coming out, so it took me about 2 to 3 months to do. And the title for this one is Welcome to a Nightmare Within a Nightmare. So you've got the characters on the front here. You've got like it looks like a hat. Well, it was a hat, I think, with like a bit of blood on it. Got like this like little can there. You've got like all the main characters like stood in like sort of like a formation, like a squad. And you've got the new villain like on top of a like wall behind them, just like sort of like hovering over him with his axe there. And you've got a British flag, of course, to show that it's set in London. So the first page anyway, created by me, issue 2, Ambushed. After a close encounter with the new threat of the world, how will our survivors find salvation? And underneath that it says, there may be a huge apocalypse going on right now, but that should be the least of their worries. A bigger threat is the people who take advantage of the outbreak. How will they survive? Again, that's kind of like the quote for the whole comic, is like, how will they survive? And of course, again, we have some artwork of a shotgun, and the same stuff again with the certain characters and all that. So take a look at the first page anyway. We've got day 2. Let's just focus that so you guys can see, because I want to make sure you can see that. We've got day 2, Friday. I need to sort of like, I should have stopped doing that. I think I did that for like a few issues, but we got Cody, you there? And then obviously we're just like, this is them entering the house now from after issue 1, so it's obviously continuing. And yeah, this is just them going on about that, like finding out the police officer dude. And then they look out the window and it looks like the old guy's been captured by the guy with the beanie hat. And everyone's freaking out, you know, everyone goes outside. And then I did this like little sort of like landscape drawing of like the whole area so people know what's going on. He's like, you got yourself in a bit of a mess. And then he's doing his like ha 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 again. And then we turn to the next page. This is a pretty cool artwork piece that I did on this one. Like, he's telling everyone to drop the weapons. Everyone goes to drop the weapons in this scene. And he's like, thank you. And he pulls the trigger anyway. You see all like the blood there. Yeah, that's a bit gory. And then everyone freaks out. And everyone's about to die really in this scene. And then the police officer's the only guy who didn't come outside. Next thing you know, in this scene, as he's about to get shot, you know, the police guy's right there at the door. Turn the page to find out what happens. Next thing you know, he goes crazy. I kind of messed up the eyes when I did this a long time ago, as you can tell. But yeah, this is what happens. Like, everyone gets shot up, you know, like, yeah, there's a lot of gory stuff that goes on. And yeah, that happens. So the old guy kind of dies in this scene. Like, this is obviously that little like gory piece that I did, you know. And he's apologizing because he couldn't save him. Everyone's like sort of like upset. Next thing you know, there's all like zombies closing in because obviously the gang's been murdered, like killed. Everyone's dead. Like the beanie dude got stabbed as well. And yeah, everyone's just like freaking out in a minute. This he's never used a gun before, so like he's obviously been handed a gun for the first time. Doesn't know how it works, going about the safety and stuff. And then he's like, damn, this thing kicks. Next, you know, like zombies are getting close. Everyone has to leave and find somewhere else to go because obviously it's not safe anymore because all like the gunshots and stuff would have like alerted everything to the area. And yeah, they find their way into a school. So like it's old school, like everyone's in there. They find like a load of energy bars, like stuff that hasn't been looted. And yeah, everyone wants to go explore the school to make sure it's safe. And then there's this little door, and you can hear voices from inside the door, like someone saying, I can hear outside, someone's there. And then like someone else is shouting, don't open it. Next thing you know, like everyone hears it, and they're closing on the door. 3, 2, 1, boom. And then there's this dude here. He drops his coffee. And yeah, he gets his like coat stained now, like coffee. And yeah, his name's Stuart, so he's kind of like the chemistry teacher there. And he's obviously been holding up there like since the apocalypse began. And yeah, everyone's like going on about stuff like where's the others, and then he commands Buck to help him. Buck's another character. Here he is, and he's been with Stuart the whole time. Sort of like a like a guy who knows how to use like weapons and stuff. Like he's got his little bandana thing, whatever you want to call it, headband. Yeah, in this part, he drops all his like glasses and stuff and starts telling everyone about him, like what he did and that. And we find out that this is actually the school where Alex's like son went to. Obviously, you don't see his son now in this part because obviously that's like a later thing. He doesn't know if his family's even alive. That's the thing. So everyone's like talking to each other. Yeah, they have to go to the janitor's office to get some like supplies and stuff. Like obviously there's like medical stuff, but there's like other stuff they need. And yeah, Alex takes up the role of going to the janitor's office. As he goes in there, he's like, this will come in handy, grabs a bucket. Next thing you know, the janitor is in there. The janitor grabs hold of him, and he has no choice but to grab a piece of broken glass. And yeah, you can see like he obviously cuts his hand a bit there when he does that. That's a bit like gruesome. And yeah, he has to use the broken glass to like save himself in that scene. So obviously he gets the stuff, his hands are bleeding, and everyone's freaking out, like thinking he got bit, stuff like that. This is where the next scene comes in. So with the medical supplies, obviously he can heal up, he can fix his arm, and he's obviously grateful for that. So the janitor was like obviously turned, but no one knew about that. And Stuart and Buck don't really know much about what's going on because they've been holed up in here for like quite a while. And everyone's wondering where the cop went because obviously the cop came in, but then he disappeared, and everyone's freaking out at that point. So this is where they go into the hall, like the main hall of the school, find out that he like fell off so like upstairs part and landed on like a bit of broken like rubble, stuff like that, with all these like like poles going through it and stuff, like to hold the whole structure together. And yeah, that's a bit gruesome again. So this is where you find like a new group of people. Like there's a bit of like bad words in there, you know. If you want to read any of this, obviously you can pause. But yeah, this is like sort of like these guys who were going around looting everything. There's like this crazy old dude, and then he's like, hey, get over here. Then he doesn't even listen to him, he just open fires. Then his friend pulls him out the way, you know, before he gets shot, because obviously he's just going straight at him. Then we find out like they're in cover, you know, there's stuff going on. One of them tries to sneak around the bottom here, and Alex gets hold of him before he does anything, so he's like, drop it, boom. And yeah, this is the part where they're like talking to this one dude who's got like a scar on his face. Like he's really young, by the way, so like he doesn't know what he's doing, and he starts freaking out. And this old dude doesn't like care; he just wants to kill them all. And yeah, this is the part where he's like, I'll sneak round the back, you know. And then we got like this upstairs scene again, where like obviously we're taking a look at the characters talking and stuff. And he's like, there you are. And yeah, he's terrible. So he's trying to sneak up the stairs behind the guy. He's like, you're terrible. He thinks he's got him. And then he has another guy there with an AK who's like, stop right there. This was going to be continued like right on this scene. So there's obviously this big black box that I had to like do out when I did this. But I added like an extra page in. And he's like, don't fire, you can have the gun. That's great, now move it. And then yeah, this is the part where he says, you're the scumbag I've just been shooting at. He's totally like asking like why you've been doing it, like we're obviously like people and stuff. And yeah, so like the cliffhanger for this one was you're not leaving until he returns. So like obviously he's got his guy like captured by the guy in orange, yeah. So obviously he won't return it until that happens. So when I started doing issue 2 and onwards, I did edit a note. So like I was writing down stuff about like what the story's like what I did in that story and stuff, and I had like little facts that I did with like a bit of artwork, and I did like fact, every zombie in REMAINZ Issue hasn't got a nose except issue 1. So by that, what I mean by hasn't got a nose is, let me see if I can find one. Is any on here? Nope. It must be at the beginning then. I must have done it right at the start. But yeah, this one here, like as you can see, like the nose is just like a black like light, like sort of like circle or line or whatever. Yeah, because like all the zombies don't have noses. Even this one here, I should have used that as an example actually. I did like some of these little like fake advertisements. I did like Taking It Like a Champ, Walking Dead with the Lucille back there. This was round about before, I think this was when season 6 ended of Walking Dead on TV when I did this. So obviously like Negan was coming into it and stuff. So yeah, this was around about then anyway. So on the back again, we've got the same stuff created by me, Series 1, Gold Edition. Got like a little Magnum there, some baked beans, and this is where I started doing character bios. So obviously if you want to read this, feel free to pause the video. You can read all that there if you you can read my handwriting, that is. It wasn't the best handwriting back then, but yeah, that's everything, like his age, his occupation, his description, and he's got like a letter to his wife, and he's got like a little quote there. So that's about it really. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this look at issue 2. If you've enjoyed this and would like to see issue 3 and onwards, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Other than that, I've been Brad. This has been another art video on my channel, and I will see you next time.